Do you enjoy facts and FAQs? In this video, we'll delve into the 10 facts and 10 most frequently asked questions about sexual narcissism to help you better understand this intriguing aspect of human behavior. 1. Sexual narcissism has a close relationship to narcissistic personality disorder, NPD. Sexual narcissism and NPD are like two peas in a pod because they have similarities concerning self-centered behavior, especially in the bedroom. But remember, not everyone with NPD has sexual narcissism, and not everyone with sexual narcissism has NPD. It's just that they're buddies, and sometimes they hang out together with certain people. 2. What is sexual narcissism anyway?
For us, sex is usually more about we, and to the narcissist, it is much more about me.
At its core, sexual narcissism is when a person becomes fixated on their own sexual attractiveness, performance, and the attention they receive from others in the context of sexual relationships. Essentially, they are overly preoccupied with their sexual allure and often seek validation and admiration from others for their sexual abilities. 3. Sexual narcissism is identifiable by a lack of sexual empathy. Sexual empathy is sensitivity to your partner's needs and feelings during intimate moments. It's about being attentive and caring, making sure both of you are enjoying the experience together. But sexual narcissists just don't get it because they imprison themselves in their bubble of self-absorption. They might be charming and attractive, but when it comes to the bedroom, it's all about them, and they don't show any concern for your satisfaction or comfort. 4. How is sexual narcissism different from regular narcissism? While sexual narcissism is a subset of general narcissism, the key distinction lies in focusing on narcissistic tendencies. Regular narcissism encompasses a broader range of self-centered behaviors. It includes a craving for admiration in various aspects of life, not just sexual encounters. 5. Sexual narcissism is associated with sexual boredom. Sexual narcissism and sexual boredom go hand in hand because when someone is too self-centered about their pleasure, they might miss out on the fun and excitement that comes with exploring and connecting with their partner in new and exciting ways. 6. Are all people with high sexual confidence sexual narcissists? No. Having high sexual confidence does not automatically make someone a sexual narcissist. Confidence can be a healthy and positive trait in intimate relationships. Sexual narcissism goes beyond mere confidence, as it involves an excessive preoccupation with one's sexual prowess and an insatiable need for validation. 7. Sexual narcissism is measurable with an instrument called the Index of Sexual Narcissism. There's this fancy tool called the Index of Sexual Narcissism that can measure sexual narcissism. Think of it like a questionnaire or survey where you answer some questions about yourself. This instrument has 25 items about how you see yourself in the bedroom. It's like a self-assessment, where you rate how much you agree or disagree with certain statements. 8. Can sexual narcissism affect both men and women? Yes, absolutely. Sexual narcissism is not limited to a specific gender. It can manifest in men and women and cuts across all sexual orientations. While research has shown that certain personality traits and behaviors may be more prevalent in one gender than the other, sexual narcissism is not limited to any specific gender. Both men and women can exhibit traits of sexual narcissism. However, they may manifest differently based on societal norms, cultural expectations, and individual experiences. 9. Sexual narcissism is associated with sexual aggression. Studies have shown that sexual narcissism can be associated with sexual aggression. When someone is so focused on their desires and needs, they might not be as concerned about their partner's feelings or boundaries. They're so self-absorbed that they might not fully respect the other person's consent or wishes. 10. Is sexual narcissism a recognized psychological disorder? As of September 2021 update, sexual narcissism was not considered a formal psychiatric diagnosis. However, it is often considered a personality trait or a dimension of personality disorders such as narcissistic personality disorder, NPD, or histrionic personality disorder, HPD. 11. Sexual narcissism is associated with a low level of emotional intimacy. Since sexual narcissists are so self-absorbed and not tuned in to their partner's emotions, it leads to a lack of emotional intimacy. Emotional intimacy is about connecting more deeply, understanding each other's feelings and being vulnerable. But sexual narcissists are too obsessed with themselves to get that emotional bond going. 12. What drives someone to become a sexual narcissist? Various factors, including childhood experiences, upbringing, and past traumas, can influence the development of sexual narcissism. Individuals may resort to sexual narcissism as a coping mechanism to boost their self-esteem and overcome feelings of inadequacy or insecurity. 13. Sexual narcissism is associated with an increased number of sexual partners. Research has shown that people who score high on the sexual narcissism scale tend to have a lot more sexual partners compared to others. It's like their self-obsession extends to their love life too. They might hop from one partner to another without getting emotionally attached because they're more into themselves than building meaningful connections. 14. Can sexual narcissism be a form of sexual addiction? Yes, sexual narcissism can be related to sexual addiction. Some individuals may use sex to validate their self-worth, leading to compulsive and impulsive sexual behaviors. However, it's crucial to distinguish between sexual narcissism and other forms of sexual issues, as they can have different underlying causes and treatment approaches. 15. Sexual narcissism is more on sexual pleasure rather than emotional closeness. Sexual narcissism is when someone is about satisfying their sexual cravings without emphasizing emotional closeness with their partner. It's like they're just in it for their pleasure ride, and that can leave the other person feeling unsatisfied and emotionally distant. 16. Is it possible to have a healthy relationship with a sexual narcissist? Navigating a relationship with a sexual narcissist can be highly challenging. It requires a deep understanding of their personality traits and firm boundaries. However, in most cases, it is more advisable for the individual to seek professional help and work on their underlying issues, rather than trying to sustain a relationship based on such imbalanced dynamics. 17. Sexual narcissism is related to internet pornography use. Sexual narcissism is associated with using internet porn. Some sexual narcissists tend to be more drawn to using this stuff. It's like a way for them to get all wrapped up in themselves and their desires, living in their little fantasy world. But not everyone who uses internet porn is a sexual narcissist, and not all sexual narcissists are into porn. It's just that there's this connection between the two, and it's essential to understand how one can influence the other. 18. Can sexual narcissism be treated or changed? Yes. With the proper support and willingness to change, individuals displaying sexual narcissism can work on modifying their behaviors and attitudes. Psychotherapy, such as cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, or psychodynamic therapy, can be beneficial in addressing the underlying causes and fostering healthier ways of relating to others. 19. Sexual narcissism is associated with sexual manipulation and coercion. Since sexual narcissists are so self-centered, they can be manipulative and coercive regarding sex. They might try to control or pressure their partners into doing things they're not comfortable with. They see other people as tools to satisfy their desires rather than respecting their boundaries and consent. 20. Is everyone a little bit selfish sexually? It's natural for individuals to have some level of self-interest and a desire for validation in sexual relationships. However, when this desire becomes excessive and overshadows the emotional well-being of others, it may venture into the territory of sexual narcissism. Healthy relationships involve a balance of give and take, empathy, and mutual respect. Sexual narcissism is a complex aspect of human behavior that warrants attention and understanding. While some level of self-assuredness is typical, an excessive focus on one's sexual prowess and an insatiable need for validation may indicate deeper underlying issues that need therapy and self-awareness. Fostering healthy relationships requires empathy, emotional intelligence, and a willingness to cultivate genuine connections with others. If you are interested in narcissism topics, subscribe to this channel for more. Click that bell icon to get notified of future uploads. Watch another helpful video over here.